Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. We're getting close to the end of the main story. At this point, kind of had a glance at a quest list, I guess, of what quests were involved in A Realm Reborn. And it seems like the main story of Realm Reborn ends in about 5 or 6 quests, if I remember correctly. And two of those are very long. So I'm going to try to get through all of that today. Um, After which begins like the intermediate chapters between A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Word. Like the event, it goes through the events leading up to the reasons why we move on to Heaven's Word or Heaven's Ward. I still don't know which is the proper pronunciation for that, but anyway, I'm gonna try to get through that today, and also, for those of you that celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving. I know most of you are probably busy, probably eating dinner right about now. Um, but yeah, if you're not, I'm glad you're here. And I guess I'll just get right into the story and not waste too much time. Alright, so Benfilia's here with our next quest. And more Vesper Bay tickets. So it sounds like we're going to be going back to the Waking Sands a few more times. Grim tidings, Yoko. It seems that word of the Ultima weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders. In the form of an ultimatum, they have gathered in the Fragrant Chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. I don't know why I was stumbling over that word. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Yoko, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. I'm not certain they don't know that this is going to be a problem. But, I fully understand that in view of overwhelming firepower, may just sway them. So, where are we going? We are heading over there. Oops. Let me just go here. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. And then I believe from here, where are we going? I believe it's this one? Yeah. So we have lots of story tonight. I'm not sure how much talking I'll be able to get in between it, but we'll see. It may be a lot of, well, somewhat like watching a movie, I guess. I'm like I said, it's some of the end-game stuff, so a lot of it's probably voice acted, and so I may not be able to fit a word in all that much. We'll see. The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. Must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. I'm sorry? You're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Of course you may enter. What do you mean nobody notices me by sight at this point?
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and 7 hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the Primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
I find it interesting that Gridania is the first to say that they will be in opposition.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Rauban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come, the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Seems like we barely had to say anything for that. We walk in just... Well, I mean, we didn't have to say much. But I guess part of the reasoning for them contemplating surrender is that they had said that they thought the Seventh Dawn was destroyed. So I guess just by showing up, we had showed them that the Seventh Dawn was still around. Also during that, I noticed, it's the first time I've noticed how Alpha Node's name is actually pronounced. Like, I did hear them pronounce the D at the end. A lot of times it seems like that's dropped off, and I wasn't certain if that was the proper pronunciation or not. But hearing that, I will try to pronounce his name properly. Other than that, though, I don't know. Alpha Node seems... I'm going to the waking sands. Let's take a shortcut. They're a part of the Seventh Dawn, but for the most part, I just haven't seen them, really actively be a part of it. Like, he and his twin sister, again, they're they mysteriously show up at the beginning, and then they're just there at certain points during the story. But other than that, you never see them hanging around here. When there were the big meetings, they weren't present. And I don't know if it's ever told what they were actually out doing. So, I don't know, it just seems like, to me, the Seventh Dawn is consisted of Menphilia, Tataru, Ida, Papalimo, Stola, the other guy that I can't remember his name, the tall hooded one, and then Alphino and his sister, which I can't remember her name off the top of my head, because I think her involvement in this first part of the game was, she was there, she talked once at the beginning, and then she was kind of silent the entire time. She and Alphino had a little bit of a squabble, and she walked off, and we have not heard from her again. And also, what's his name? Who's currently possessed by the Ascian. He also, I view as part of the Seventh Dawn. Sid, Biggs, and Wedge, maybe they're a part of it. Of course, Sid had, amnesia or whatever it was affecting him, so, he gets a little bit of a pass. Biggs and Wedge, I don't know. We rescued them. They're here. Sometimes. I don't know if they would. I would consider them as part of the Seventh Dawn. If I was told they were, sure, maybe. But I'd lump at least Biggs and Wedge in as much of the Seventh Dawn as Alpha Node and his sister. Sid, again, he kind of has the excuse of he's just gotten back his memories. So,
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian.
Thancred, that's his name.
Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies.
Right, she was in contact with somebody. I'm trying to remember the name. Kryle, I think. She only said it once, so I mean, I'm trying to. I may be misremembering. I know Kryle is a character that we meet later on. I believe that's the name that she used, but I am uncertain because, again, she only said it once.
Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
Okay, so I guess this is more of a recent thing that happened. He hasn't always been possessed.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
And of course, I agree.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
All right. What's the next step? Oh, hey, he's here all of a sudden. I suppose time has passed. All present, let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex. You need to commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understand his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial stronghold. Near Limsa Lominsa, we have Castrum Occadens, situated in the eastern Vilbrand, and Castrum Marinum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridianum, which is almost the same as the one that was just mentioned. Meridianum. Anyway, to the north, and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Okay, so Marinum, I guess, is just to reference, to reference marine versus meridian, which I forget what meridian kind of stands for, like balance or the middle or something like that. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Twelveswood. And finally, in Mordana, stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operations will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridianum. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would be to risk being caught twixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Ritatan Sasal. Man, it's difficult to pronounce these names. Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Praefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Yoko, we would have you lead the assault. Ritatan is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridianum's primary lines of supply. As soon as Ritatan's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. Sorry, stumbling over words a bit. At that very hour, the Liminson Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to blockade Castrum Marinum. Meanwhile, the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder, will surround Castrum Oriens. And they'll have the Selfs to help them. Ffxio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridianum's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outward, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the castrum. Its mission? To disable the Magitech field generator, which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the Ultima weapon is believed to be housed. Yoko, we would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordana. A wise precaution. The monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two castra is capricious enough to transport a small army by all accounts. As well, the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridianum's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Yoko's units to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the Ultima weapon. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the pirates of Limsa Limensa to the monetarists of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Hold on a second. Sorry, had to sneeze. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 and 1, and 1 and 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea's is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the grand companies. Ida, Papalimo, Ishtola, pray accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Urianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Benfilia, Sid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alphinaud mentioned, you are to lead the elite units of adventurers whose task is to see each of the Operation Archon's main objective fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realms is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright, where are we off to? Oh, really? Just right outside and to the north. Okay. No teleportation required. Just leaving the building, of course. Alright, just to the north here. And we'll get things started. So another thing that I have been mistaken on is these last two big missions are not actually 8-person missions. While I was looking at the list of quests that were left in A Realm Reborn, I kind of clicked on it to try to remember what exactly it was comprised of, and it seemed like they were just a light party, just like all the other dungeons. I could have sworn that they were 8-person dungeons, but, you know, I just misremembered. So I think I won't have to wait for anyone, and I'll just be able to go into it on my own. You're welcome, Yoko Morihana of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to issue you your orders and provide guidance on forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Prefectus Ryataten Saz Arvina. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging point and report to Lieutenant Adalbert. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Just to the north? Yeah, just to the north. A bit green out here. And here we are. So, you're Yoko Morihana, the fearless leader of the elite adventure unit. You've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that I'm going to stumble over this name every time. Ryataten departed from Castrum Occidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Antlion 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Antlion 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Antlion 3 here. We've got nothing for you neither. Well then. Antlion 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait. Disregard previous message. Target sighted. I see again. Target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. But we don't get to see it. Oh well. Attention all units, this is Lieutenant Adalbert Cotter. The first step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. It is no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you. So believe in yourselves, and together we will blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, Yoko, and bring us Ryataten's head. May Ralgar grant you strength. I feel I need to mention the reason why I'm only speaking what I'm reading rather than emphasizing or anything like that is I do have neighbors. So, you know, I'm streaming in the evening. I don't want to cause a ruckus. And of course don't want my neighbors to be upset with me. So that's the reason why I'm usually at this tone of voice. So, also, I am a quiet person normally, so I'm only loud if I have to be, I guess. So, there you have it. I don't know, I feel I haven't mentioned that in a while. I thought I should probably bring it back up, just in case y'all are wondering. Alright, commence diversionary maneuvers. And we are moving in this direction. Is it up this way, I guess? Hi. Oh, don't mind me. I guess I'm supposed to fight through all of these to get to my destination. There's quite a few of them. Oh, that person saw me. I mean, if they're going to keep opening their gates for me, I'm going to keep going. Oh, pardon? Can't believe he didn't see me. Alright, so, Operation Archon. And we approach at night. Oh, and he's out here to greet us. Well, okay. He's not out here to greet us. I suppose I did just wander through, like, several gates and a bunch of enemies to get here. It would appear we have an unexpected guest. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the woman who felled the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison at Occidents. Or Occidents. A bold strategy to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us. None of you are a match for her. Send word to Castrum Occidents. Tell them the Lemensons are coming. At once, my lord. I guess I just let them run past. Okay. 15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering? The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems. Poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we had never known. And he only desires the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord von Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, by his worth. Such is his sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, under the field of battle. Upon the field of battle, sorry. But, you know, he's saying all of this, but I feel like this very reason that he's giving is the reason why he was sent here, and the other three are still together. Like, the other three are Garlean, and he is not. So either this is yet another test that they're putting upon him to prove himself, or they don't actually want him. But I don't know. He has given me a noble cause to fight for and a worthy Sorry, and worthy adversaries to smite. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly. But if you are deaf to reason, in the name of Lord Van Belsar, I Retaten, do swear to strike you down. I'm not saying his whole name again. I stumble over it way too much. Oh, gotta watch out for that. Ah, right. I was wondering what was going on with, some of my abilities. And I forgot that I am currently restricted in what I can do. This one doesn't seem so bad. I mean, it is a one-on-one. I don't have any help. To my knowledge, nobody's going to suddenly show up and help me out in a moment of danger. So I think it is just gonna be like this. Oh. But we're getting Imperials? Sure. I'm still doing okay. Of course, I may have targeted the strongest one first. Unintentionally. Yeah, probably should have been fighting these guys first, but oh well. There we go. Are we getting another phase? Conviction and courage will be for naught, this I swear. Alright. Here we go. I mean, you say that, but I can run. Oops. Wrong button. Oh, that one hit me. I should be okay still. Oh. Alright, well. Oh, that one got me. And this one might too if I'm not careful. All right. There we go. One more time? No. That's all I can take. And maybe a third time. You are stronger than I had expected. But I have my honor. I cannot. I will not yield. All right. We are going for a third round, it seems. And I cannot move. So, we will see how we do. I mean, it seems like I will out-damage them. And there we go. Oh, what is this thing? Forgive me. I have failed you. Lord Van Balsar. I guess that's the signal that I have won. That light. The Magitech transporter. Yoku, are you there? What news of Ritaten? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. I don't recall him being mentioned again in future things. So, he may well be just defeated and done with. The fading of that light presages an end to the Empire's tyranny. Ritaten is no more. Let the next phase of the Operation Archon commence. Of Operation Archon. Sorry. Hurrah. Yeah, he's not even there anymore. 'Tis I. It seems you've done it again, Yoko. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still a small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridianum, and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the prey naturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host. Look, Hydaelyn, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate of the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Yeah, these are the other three I was talking about. The Prefectus is slain. Okay, so he is actually gone. Regrettably slow, my lord. And at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the Centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Ritaten. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing, even as their commander yielded up his last breath? If it should prove they questioned his right, I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. So, this is their answer. Did you expect anything less? Very well. We shall crush them as we crush the icons. Okay, and their screen shows... Okay, so the big circle with their symbol on it, that's where they are currently. The three other circles to the south are three of their outposts, I believe. So the 3 stars are those. But I don't think they're in the right places for them to be the 3 major cities of ours. But maybe those are the 3 major cities. So bottom left would be Limsa. Top left would be Gridania? No. Top left would... I don't know. Not sure what those are. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. So, I know I'm going to have to fight all three of these as well. But, like, not to be spoiler or anything, all three of these guys will live. You know, none of them will suffer fatal blows like the other one did. And, you know, that may just be because they know better than to fight to the last breath. I don't know. Okay, so the diamonds are just marking off sections of the map. I see. Scion Moriana. Okay, I am finally referred to as a Scion. Interesting. Your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occadens and Castrum Marinum. Marinum. Whatever. And far to the east in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Oriens. Already you have done much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. But if our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. And we are getting equipment that is probably close to equivalent of what I'm wearing, but I'm still just going to take the money. Because some of my equipment is actually unique and tradable stuff that just makes it better. Oh yeah, never mind. These are level 49. 49, 48. Yeah. Alright. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against the Garlean forces upon Vilbrand and the Rotano Sea. Ere long, the third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flames shall strike at Castrum Meridianum by way of a diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the stronghold and bring down the Magitech field that summons the Praetorium, that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridianum, in northern Thanalan, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Fog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and it would do for our troops well. And it would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Alright, so it sounds like we're going into a little bit of a side questy stuff. Give me just 1 second here. Alright. Wrong thing. Check the map. Just teleport here. Save some time. Ah, Sergeant Moriana. Yours is a most welcome presence here at the Camp Blue Fog. Interesting. I believe that they are actually referring to my rank. I'll have to check that after I'm done with this. Let's see if I can see if it tells me my rank for working with the flames. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castrum Meridianum at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. The garrison's mood is dark, so daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. But with a hero such as you walking among them, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within their souls. I don't know. I would say the battle when Bahamut appeared would probably be worse than what's going on here. I'm just saying, just with that initial blast, seemed like the entire battlefield was pretty much leveled, and the only ones that survived it were the generals behind a giant shield, and they probably retreated before things got really bad. And of course the heroes of light, the warriors of light that were teleported away. Everything else seemed to be wiped out in a big blast from Bahamut. But, you know, I'm only going by the one introduction video. You know, the video you see when you first start playing. But then again, maybe this is supposed to be bigger than that. No, that was a quick, easy quest. And normally, this would be a wonderful item to get, but it does not compare to the earrings I currently have. Oops, I forgot to look to see about the title. Sergeant Mariana. I mentioned that I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women of our garrison. Worry not. It is no unnecessarily laborious task that we ask of you. The mere presence of a hero such as you walking in their midst would no doubt serve to restore them to a measure of morale. And so I ask you this. Make your way to the ceruleum processing plant and report to General Rauban once you have arrived. Oh, Rauban is here. Okay. And Godspeed, Sergeant Mariana. Our troops are counting on you. Okay, so before I forget, reputation, I think? Where would it be listed? I am uncertain. Currency, perhaps? Nope, that just lists the seals. Alright, well, I'm pretty certain that it is using my actual rank in that. Because I have raised it quite a few times. Alright, how far are we going? We're going a ways. Alright. Actually, is it far enough? You know what? It's just teleport there. It's faster. And they actually have a place to teleport to. So, here I am. Well, if it isn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about the camp here is grim at best. I was hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise spirits some. Unfortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied with wallowing in fear and self-pity that they have yet to even notice you have arrived. Might I ask you to make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirit falters? I had a mind to do it myself, but I am quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Edelstein. Edelstein? No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know. Alright, so we got a few people over here to talk to. And this is just another emote one. The Garleans are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked as my name day. Alright. Get back to work. I break my fast on Garleans, and right now I'm very hungry. Alright. And one more way over here. Your stirring gesticulation has reawakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. You would stoke my fighting spirit as you did our recruits? A kind offer, but hardly necessary. I assure you, the fire in my heart rages as strongly as it ever has. Alright. Right. Didn't mean to actually talk. I guess I needed to do this as well. By Ralgar, without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve has grown dim. But thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. You're just saying the opposite of what you just told me. Needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. Alright. What's next? You have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts. And for this, I thank you. And now, the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Rauban awaits you at Castrum Meridianum. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust you are up to the task. Godspeed, Sergeant Moriana. Person did. I don't have a bike to ride. I don't have a great big car that holds 4 people, at least not on this character. Because a lot of those kind of things are just visual things. Like, there's no difference between it and this mount other than the way it looks. And a lot of those other ones do actually require money. And I don't usually like to spend money on just things for looks. Our hero returns. I trust that your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. We've got about an hour and 40 minutes to get through these. We'll see how long the first one takes. Depending on how much time is left, will determine whether or not I go on to the second one as well. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by news of the siege of Castrum Oriens, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrum Occadens and Castrum Marianum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success. Report tells us that Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded them not one ill. With Occitans, Marinum, and Orions thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Casham Sentry. And that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force. Castrum Meridianum, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eorzeans, I am Benphilia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Shorn of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another, and the rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer Yoko Moriana. You all know her as the woman who will lead the... Sorry, am I having difficulty with this? Who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the Ultima weapon. We Scions know a different Yoko, however. We know her as a dear friend who has endured untold hardships on our behalf, a true hero who has ever blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for her. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of the Meridianum as to afford Yoko and her comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the Ultima weapon. All troops, prepare for battle. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The unenviable task of facilitating communications between our forces has been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know, though, that I will be praying for your safe return. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. We will suffer the Black Wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades, for Eorzea. For Eorzea. Go now, Yoko, and bring us one step closer to dawn, to the dawn. All right. Here we go. This is going to be a long one, I think. I could be wrong, but I remember it being long. Maybe I just remember it being long because it is like the one thing that you queue up on a daily basis. But we'll see. Entering in with a full party, level 50. Item level 60. What is my item level? I don't know. Tell me here. 82. Okay. Here we go. Now this has cutscenes that are unskippable even if I wanted to. Alright, moving in. Have to try and remember. This is Sid. To review, our goal is to deactivate the Magitech field. If you could create a diversion... oh, hello. And I apologize, you may have to listen to the alarm a little bit. Oh, I'm doing this wrong again. Can I turn this off? No. Just have to move on, I guess. No, do not all target me, please. Ow. Just a lot of fighting is going to happen here. And that's just how it's going to be. There we go. Oh, hello. What's attacking me now? Oh, we do have quite a few enemies here, so back to AoE. And on we go. Just a quick look to make sure I am going in the right direction. There are more enemies ahead, so that's a good sign. They all want to attack me. That's not a good sign. Damaging them, everything will turn out just fine. They are just minions after all. As long as I make sure I'm not standing in the path of destruction, I should be okay. There we go. No more alarms. Alright. First encounter. Or first boss, I guess. And as usual, take care of the little guys first, so they don't overwhelm anything. Nope. And again, maybe I should just use AoE some more. After all, I will be hitting the other enemies too. Oh, but we are getting a constant barrage of enemies, it seems. So, keep up the melee attacks, I guess. Ow. I didn't see that one coming. Oh, that one got me. Ow. Now, I gotta say, this is usually a lot easier of a fight, just because, as I mentioned, it is something that people had to do on a daily basis, and it was from all levels. So you had people coming in here that were, 70, 80, 90, whatever level it is at the moment. Because, you've got a good dozen classes to level. And this is one of the missions that was given to, as like a daily thing. I think we need to go, disposal chute nearby. We have to go this way first, because the doors won't open. So, just like in Star Wars, Alright, up we go. And normally I'd just be following along with whatever the people that knew what was going on were doing. So now I just have to make do with... Oops, wrong one. I just have to make do. And hope I'm going the right way. once again, just like any other dungeon, it is just a lot of fighting. Because most of the experience you get from these are from killing the opponents. So that's what you have to do the most of. I'm uncertain if I need to defeat all the opponents in this. I don't think I do, but it's possible that that may need to be done. Oh, watch out for the bombardment. Nope, that was the wrong button. Quit trying to shoot me. I have to keep dodging. Ow. At least it looked like it was painful. Maybe it wasn't. Moving right into the next fight. That's good at least. Not having to worry about, like, walking 500 paces or something in between fights. Just go from one to the next. Gotta say though, that alarm is going to get on my nerves. At least it gets a little quieter as we move forward. Nope. Guess they moved. I suppose if the tank moved, then they would have to move forward too. Oh. There we go. This way, I guess. Looks like the second boss of the area. Alright, looks like we're all running this way. I still don't know what that symbol means on the tank, so... And it didn't seem like they took too much damage. So it should be okay. This is the worst part about being a melee DPS is you have to avoid everything. And sometimes that means that you don't have an opportunity to attack. But then again, I don't know if there's any occasion where something like that happens for, like, ranged, you know? Maybe there are occasions where it only affects ranged attackers, and melee attackers can just keep going. Alright, looks like we're going this way. Ah, right. So now we're back here. That's the disposal chute. We're going to the door to break through this time. And I just realized I'm ignoring my usual rule of if there's more than 2 enemies, use AoE. Oh, but we are now down to 2. So, back to single target. Gotta say though that once I'm into the next story. Oh, hello, Sid. I won't be limited in my abilities anymore. I'll have a sword. Well, I mean, I suppose I'll be limited in like my new abilities, but like the major stuff that comes after, like level 51. Stuff I'll be able to make use of. Oh, targeting everywhere now. I guess I am a little glad that I left all the AoE stuff on my attack grid, or whatever this is called. My quick keys. They just aren't stopping. Nope. But now we're down to 2 enemies, so now we go back to single target. Nope. Nope, I've already done that one. This one. And I am trying to do the cycles I'm supposed to in my attacks. It's not perfect. In fact, it's probably just not great, but whatever. Oh, what's going on? Diverting all power to cannons. Right, we're taking out the shield units, I guess. I don't know why you needed to shoot that up at the top. You probably could have taken out the base of the tower. Was there only one? I thought there were 3. Ah. Hello, Livia. My lord was quite taken with you and the power you possess. The Echo. Naturally, I could not help but something, only to discover that you are but another adventurer, no better than the... I don't know. Yet in spite of this, the masses hold onto their champion and shower honors upon your head. It defies reason. How is it that you could be such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Taten, one of our very finest. Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less how you have done these things. What matters to me is the fact that you have done them. If you are allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for, all that is mine by right. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius. Well, you cannot have them. His dreams and his ambitions, his body and soul, they are mine, do you hear? Mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer this to happen again. I can't. You couldn't catch it all. I will kill you, adventurer. Only your death can bring me peace. All right. I could have sworn we fought this person, or will fight this person again. Maybe we will. Nope. All sorts of damage everywhere.
You're mine.
I will stand where this guy is standing. Ow. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I was just a little too slow. Or maybe since he's the tank, he was hit with an extra attack, and they never really want to be in the same place as the tank. But I will follow them wherever they're going. Maybe that symbol means that you shouldn't stand by the tank. I don't know. Alright. It takes just a little bit of my concentration to make sure I am not just standing in the wrong place, so I apologize for not speaking as much. Oh, I'm just gonna follow these guys. Ow. Alright. We're gonna do this. Not quite enough. But it was close. There we go. No, it's happening all over again. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. My Lord Gaius. Welcome back, Sid. Another poor fool who craved Gaius's affection over all else. May her soul know rest. 'Tis a miracle no harm has come to you, my friend. One for which I will happily give thanks. And thanks to your fine diversionary work, we've succeeded in bringing down the generator tower, and with it, the Magitech field. The way to the Praetorium now lies open. The only problem is, we can't reach it on foot. Hey, we'll need to take the Enterprise. I left her at Ceruleum processing plant, so let's regroup there. This is it, Yoko. The final confrontation awaits. And I got Allegan tombstones. They're relics of a long-lost civilization which perished several ages past. It's said they contain the knowledge of the Allegan Empire and, as such, are highly sought out by collectors around Eorzea. Rowena and her associates are representatives of one such collector and have been sent to Revenant's Toll in the heart of Moradana by her employer to seek out adventurers willing to exchange the tombstones they come across on their journeys for weapons and armor. I didn't realize she had an employer. I thought it was always implied that she was the one in charge, but I guess not. Alright, so I got a bunch of those, and we'll be moving on. I think you can only get so many of those per week. So if I were to look at my currency, yeah. So you can only earn 2,000 of these every week, I believe. And then there's 2 other tombstones, or I'm sorry, 3 other tombstones that are in a circulation. So the discontinued ones are the furthest back, and then I think causality would be the next one, And then the most recent one would be Tomestones of Comedy, because they are restricted to 450 per week. So they're the most wanted ones at the moment, and most limited. I guess this 2,000 is how much I can hold at any given time, not per week, considering this says this week. And then, of course, you have PvP credits, which I will never get. And I don't know what trophy crystals are. Those look to be new to me. Then there's other stuff that will unlock later. And of course, the generic stuff, you know, your money, your company seals, ventures, and gold saucer points. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. With the Praetorium stripped of its defenses, the way to the ultimate weapon lies open. The time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. Yeah, we'll still take the money. Interesting to note, since these are like the final missions, and you're expected to have reached level 50 at this point, that they're only worth 2,000 experience each, rather than the, probably 23,400. So we're at the point where experience is limited, and we might not be getting much for the next long while, I guess. Like, most of our experience will be coming from dungeons and things like that. So, might not make much more progress. I am level 55, so, you know, still ahead of the curve. Can still do left quests at 4 levels higher and whatnot. What are armor identification key and Fantasia? Okay, Fantasias allow me to redecorate my character if I need to. And the key is for something else, I'm guessing. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm the Castrum Meridianum and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter with the ultimate weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you're the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see the deed done, and Meryl and Kane are of the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, you must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who valued their life at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught, they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you are off. We have work to do, the both of us. See that your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He awaits you at the Enterprise at the Ceruleum processing plant. May Ralgar grant you strength. And that's back over here. I'll just teleport quick, because it's a little faster. And we're probably going to use up the entire last hour for this dungeon that I'm about to do. Maybe even a little longer. I can't remember how much time this dungeon is going to take. There's a lot of cutscenes, and it could be that it's an hour and 15 minutes rather than 45 minutes. But I don't know. We shall see. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready to head for the Praetorium, you need to say the word. If we succeed in destroying the ultimate weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hope of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion will not dare move against us, barring the discovery of further Allagan doomsday devices, that is. Let's be on our way, Yoko. Gaia sent us What? Oh, I suppose the ultimate weapon. Gaius and his plaything await. And we're doing a back-to-back dungeon. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go through it. If I run a little late, then that's just what's gonna happen, I guess. But this one is, I believe, the longest mission, or longest dungeon. So, and there's a lot of talking. Or there might be a lot of text. I don't know if there's a lot of talking. So, if I miss what they're saying, it's because they're talking faster than I'm reading. And I apologize about that in advance. So, y'all may have to read a little bit, or if you're familiar with Final Fantasy XIV and have done this mission many times before, perhaps you don't need to listen to what's being said because you haven't memorized by having played it so much. So, here we go. The Praetorium. Heading in on the airship. And again, none of the cutscenes can be skipped. So here we are. The ultimate weapon will almost certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. Alright, it seems like I'm going to have to be reading a lot rather than listening a lot. Oh well. This is it, my friend. It's the two of us and one of each of oh, I guess I didn't actually realize in the last one that we are running with one of each of the city's garrison. So we have the Storm, the Serpent, and the Flame, all three with us. Interesting. So, first things first, I guess we make our way through the enemies. If I'm ever lost, just look for enemies that are still standing. And, you know, if I am going to have to be reading everything, I may just take a little bit of time of not speaking in order to save my voice for all the talking that is about to happen. So, if I'm quiet for an extended amount of time, I apologize. Alright, I guess we're going this way. Lots of enemies. we go. This way, I guess. Through the hole in the wall. Oh, things are breaking. Oh. Guess we gotta be careful. Things are being bombarded everywhere. Can't believe that one missed me. Gotta watch where I'm standing. Now, I remember that there is some sort of... I don't want to say the way to cheese it or anything like that, but I remember that there was some portion of this that you could bypass because you could run past all the enemies, and at the end there was like a teleporter that you could just click on in like half a second or something like that. But oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. But I don't remember where that is, and so I'd rather not make it longer by trying for it and not remembering than to get it wrong. So I'll just take my time and fight the enemies that show up. Because yeah, I probably could have just ran all the way over here and clicked on that half a second and I was out. Looks like we're heading this way. Ah, it's a boss room. Okay. First up, I believe, is Nero, right? No, this is Gaius. Gaius. Ah, Sid, my boy, you are late. There's something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come now, Sid. You must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhaps sensing that something was amiss, your father confided in me all the regrets of his life. Most of them something. Early in your career, he realized that while you had a talent for devising armament, the never fulfilled you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes, and the thought something something, though he could not let it show. You ripped open the walls in this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny, and I assure you it is not with the Empire. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Do you not consider making common cause something? With your power joined with mine, we might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eorzea and usher a lasting peace. No? And I can expect no better answer than this? So be it. It was your strength that made me prefer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me prefer now my blade. Something. So Gaius is our first fight. Or maybe whatever this thing is. The Iron Giant. Run, Sid, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Alright, so we're not actually fighting. Gaius, wait. Alright. Time to fight a great big Iron Giant. Or Magitech Colossus, as the name may be. Ow. And again, I will try to avoid everything that I can. That was interesting how they were all set up pretty much at the exact... Ooh, that's not good. At the exact places they needed to be to avoid that attack. Oh. Quit sending that at me. Let's set it at the tank. That's what they were supposed to do. Oh well. Oh, and we're done. I wasn't really paying attention. So glad he let the elevator come back up. I guess this way? Magitech armor. And here's the neat thing. You can see just right there on its jaw, I guess, is the Ironworks symbol. So this is the one that we had gotten before. And hopping into it seems much faster than I remember. Alright. Apparently I don't recall how to use that. Ah, there we are. I'm just going to use the gun. Ground targeting seems a bit difficult for me at the moment. Then again, I suppose I could open up with one. Now this is a part that would definitely go faster with a team of people, because each person would have one of these, and so it would be just a bombardment of explosions and machine guns and what have you. I suppose, again, I can do that. I think this is also an AoE. It just like hits everything in front of me. I'm not even getting experience for them, I don't think. Then again, this may have been another one of those areas that you could just run through, because at the end there was that spot there that... Oh. Hello. Alright. I do not remember those. But again, probably because there are just so many people running through this as quickly as they could possibly do. Ow. Got a little too close. So this might be just slightly longer than I remember, just for the fact that a lot of this is because I have to rely on just one Magitech armor versus the 4 that there would be otherwise. One more. Should be it. And just more taking out a blast door. And of course, the others are doing some extra, but you know, it's hard to compete with 3,000 damage per shot. Oh, got a phone call. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did in Castrum Meridianum. The armor's cores like to expire from the strain, but there's no help if we want to press on. Now listen well. Press the control engage ancillary, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. Oh boy. There we go. Broken through. Down goes the armor. You're a natural at this. Alright, the way's clear. But just you and your own but it's just you on your own 2 feet now. That's fine. Otherwise we'd have to be facing tougher things with only 2 abilities. I'd much rather have my class abilities, I think. So, here we are. 1 boss down. At least 2 to go. And 100 minutes to do it in. Second boss fight. Here we are. You've been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. Is someone there? Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? You sound well. It would seem the savage land agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunus of the 14th. Is you all this time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? What? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the Academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the 2 of us, but that fact counted for naught beside your privileged birth. You were admired as a young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend. Your reputed genius gained credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still something. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel second-rate, who have continued to serve our nation faithfully. Whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. And when I exceed in all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the shadow of something. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Belsar saw it fit to offer you a place at his side, and this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offers to me, the man who has remained loyal to him for all these years? Probably not. I didn't read it. Long have I endured this injustice. Lord Van Belsar is in the midst of achieving a fully powered Ultima weapon. It is my magnum opus, creation that will win me the recognition I am due. Nero, what are you... Ever since I first set foot on this blighted land, I have watched you. Every move you have made, every step you have taken. You have felled icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power for the use in the ultimate weapon. Should I succeed, Lord Van Belsar will surely take notice. Besides, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Besides that... Okay. Come, adventurer, and yield to me the secrets of your power. There's something I do need to mention once I have a chance to. so I will try to remember it after this battle is done. Alright, that is the symbol I remember. Where everyone has to stand in one spot. Oh, what am I doing? So I don't know what that symbol means. Almost done. There we go. And another one defeated. This changes nothing. Ahaha, the ultimate weapon is activated, and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Might not get the chance to talk at this point. Are you alright? What of Nero? Fled? Darn it. In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castrum Sentry. What hands they can spare are hastening their way as we speak. All that's left is to destroy the ultimate weapon. I should warn you, chambers which house the target appear to be saturated with etheric energy. There's bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? Alright, so something I wanted to mention, once I had the opportunity, is it seems like they have changed these, or at least the last mission, if not this mission, when we were fighting the lady in the white armor. I remember that fight being different because in order to fight her, she had a Magitech armor that was pure white that she started in, and you had to bombard it with missiles and whatnot until was broken down, and she jumped out of it to fight herself. So there may be some other changes that have been made to accommodate the fact that there is only one actual player. So seems like some things have been simplified. I'm running the wrong way. That's the Magitech armor. Whoops. Maybe I should have looked at the great big orange arrow on my mini-map. We are headed this way. I guess I went that way because I saw the purple line here, and this is another boss fight. So, here we go.
Look for the lift's control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lift down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
Right, maybe at this point I no longer need to narrate, and it narrates for itself. That'd be nice.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about Don. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
How do you know if the connection is getting worse? You're the only one talking. It's not like you can hear my responses or anything. Hello, Gaius.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
For me?
Do you believe in Eorzea?
Sure.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down?
Oh, is that what happened?
They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, everyone. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Ffxiv, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea. Face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
And here we go. Ow. That didn't last long.
Come, we shall see if you can finish what you have started.
I mean, we're halfway there. That one got me again. Nope. Might get hit by this. I do not remember this. But, I mean, I guess it happened. Maybe it was just that, with so many people around, it just didn't take as long to do this. That one got me again. Was I too slow? I'm still alive. So, I guess that's good. There we go.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
I guess it just waits in there for us. No, that's the end of Praetorium. Really? Alright, well.
Allow me, then, hero, to do that which you will not.
I certainly remember things differently. Well, no, I remember them similar, but I thought it was all part of the same duty. But no, there is another one at this point. So confront the ultimate weapon at the Porta Decumana. But I've only got like 15 minutes left before I would normally be done for the night, so I think I'm gonna have to call it here. Unfortunately, don't have enough time to finish things up, so we will pick up here next week, Tuesday, I believe. So, apologies for not quite making it through. But it is the end of the game, and a lot of this is longer than I remember it being. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed everything, and I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night, and have a happy Thanksgiving.